my name is Silvio Caligari and I'm the owner of Matsma. Matsma, it's like a multimedia company that we produce a lot of content for retail, like hospitality and residential industries. Mostly the marketing materials, such renderings, fly-throughs, collateral, printing materials. And last year we start kind of figure out the next path, the next feature we could add to our portfolio. And I had this thing in mind that I always love airplanes and cars and like all the cool toys that guys normally like. And we start playing a little bit with the 3D printers when the whole 3D print came up like a few years ago and got more affordable. We started playing a little bit with the files and we came up with the first concept, which was like an airplane bat. From there, we start studying different options, like with furniture that probably could be like the fastest way to go from the screen that we know really well. You know, been working as a 3D guy for almost 14 years now. And we had all this knowledge that how to create a model, how to make the model clean as possible. And our challenge was basically after we bought this 3D printer, was how to make this clean as we can to make the machine print a perfect model.
My name is Andrew. I'm one of the 3D artists here at Matsma. I'm pretty much a mastermind behind all of the technical or engineering part when Seville gives me the actual idea or the piece he wants me to print. I got into 3D because I grew up watching Jurassic Park and I wanted to do visual effects. So I went to the Art Institute in San Diego, and from there I was doing a lot of video editing, compositing, and just visual effects. But I wanted to really get into 3D because I really just want to make that photorealistic, dinosaur that ate people and stomp on things, and never got into it until after my first job in the industry. I was a video editor or compositor working on Transformers and Men in Black, and after I got laid off, I really wanted to follow my passion again, and that's when I actually started going online and reading all these books about how to model things in 3D, and that's how I got into the game industry after that. And I started making games for iPads, making props and medical equipments and such. And after that, it kicked off my career in making awesome, architectural buildings and stuff in hospitality and restaurants and bars. And here I am making furniture using giant CNC machines, printing out stuff on wood that I didn't think I could ever do.
So basically, this is what most of the work we do as marketing content for our hospitality residential clients, and as you see, it's all creating in computers, like three-dimensional parts, and basically the same concept that we had with the 3D with the CNC. But the whole thing, it's just taking this file, which is a 3D data which has all information, X, Y, Z, and turning to this thing. There's some companies actually right now doing full-scale models with just this information. A lot of the clients ask for our 3D model so they can do the scale model for the project as well, because everything is so integrated now. All the softwares that basically print scale models, the software that we use to create our 3D content, they all work together, and basically they use the same data for everything now. It's one of the few projects that we did internationally. It's in China. It's like a big team hotel. It's like some residents over in China as well. And also we do fly-throughs as well. When the clients call us for, they want to do videos for marketing, like their development for possible customers that gonna lease or buy the property for commercial retail, and we come up with those fly-throughs for people who wants to market their development. It's very exciting. You can take this from through the screen and go through the reality, and especially because you have the technology available now that's affordable. It's easy to learn, easy to understand, and I mean, you don't need a whole manufacturer. I mean, before you probably had to go get a mold, or I mean, get someone overseas to get this for you. Right now, it's just right here. You can even put in your garage something like that, and you create stuff out of nowhere. You know.
My experience with Laguna tools has been great so far. You know, we got the machine down. We're pretty much handling it now, and you know, it's doing everything we ask it to do. You know, it's easy to use. All the buttons are laid out perfectly, and the menus are really easy to understand. And we're able to pretty much print anything you want, whether it be a 3D object or just a 2D like skeleton or cabinets, you know, or just a shell of something. That it does a great job. You know, it's really up to you as the user to figure out what you want to do with it.
I had no background with wood. I never worked with wood before. I'm an architect. I had some wood classes back in the days for creating objects. I mean, for scale models. You know, but after that, I had no idea. I never worked with wood before, material before. But I found a really cool company. It helped me a lot to clear all the questions I had. And luckily, they're local here. And Laguna Tools, they offer, like, in my opinion, the best technology for your buck. You know, the machines are very affordable, and the most important thing, it's easy to use, because a person like me who never touched like any manufacturer equipment, heavy equipment, could figure out very fast, you know, how to make things.
So today we're actually printing out the canopy, which is the top part of the airplane, where the pilots sit in the cockpit. We import it to 3D Max. Well, we don't really import it. We create it in 3D Max and then export it into a 3ds files, which we import into VCarve, Spire. And once we bring it into here, we have to figure out what tools we have and how much space and clearance do we need on the machine, because the machine, it's pretty unpredictable, because we have to calculate the tool length and how much space you have left after you insert the tool into the machine, and then how thick the wood is. So the longer the tool bit and the higher the wood, the less clearance you have, you know, and that's how we have to work with VCarve and somehow dissect the wood to have it all laid out to where it's all you know, like 4 inches or 5 inches, whatever height is safe for us to cut in. So we bring it into here, and then we figure out everything, and then we start adding the tool path, and that will give us a preview of what we will be cutting.
So this is like the final result. Once we got everything cut it, we still have to do little things here and there, but it's very small finish work that we normally do. So basically, this is like 2 inches thick MDF, and just a little sand, and it's ready for painting. We basically build everything as Legos, because you see we haven't glued anything out, and everything is perfectly connect and works like with all like those little connections that we came up with. So everything is basically, once we start with finishing the cutting process, we just connect the parts and we start adding the 3D, because once we have this, we start cutting the 3D parts to fill up all the gaps on the wings. And the body part basically is how we assemble. We have the 2D part that we cut in frames, and we start laying out the panels. It's basically like pretty close to how we used to be built boats back in the days, because now it's all composite, but this is like a frame body that we develop, and we basically this one is ready to finish, and once it finish, it kind of looks like the ones that we have against the wall over there. This is the most complicated part because unfortunately you have to do by hand. But we're working a process now that we can print this whole body part in 3D. So this is going to be basically 3-4 layers. This entire bed is going to be done by the machine. So we cut the hand process like 90% almost, you know. So you just have to get more machines now. A simple machine like a Smart Shop 2 can make a lot of stuff, and you don't need any complex machines. Of course, to get to the point that we got, and it took a few months, but I mean, we're on a track to make all the stuff that we 6 months ago was just like it was just a dream. Now it's reality.